Hey, welcome to my cooking channel, but today we are not going to cook. We're going to make tea or chai tea. If you are living in the Western Hemisphere, you might be calling it chai tea, and people might be judging you online for that, but that's totally okay. I do not have any moral stance over here. You can totally call it chai tea because I understand that when you live in another country and you want to specify the kind of tea you want, chai tea is a good way to say that, just like naan bread. So it's absolutely fine. Let people judge you all they want, doesn't matter. As long as you're getting the authentic tea, that's all it matters. Now, chai again is of different kinds. The one that is universally sold as chai is basically milk based. It's got a ton of milk. It's mainly milk and a lot of sugar, and then some roasted tea leaves and some spices. Also, probably roasted spices, and maybe some garlic. No, not garlic, ginger, some little bit of ginger. So I love that too at times, but I mainly like the queen of all teas, Darjeeling tea, also known as the champagne of teas, grows specifically in one tiny hill station in India, and that's it, nowhere else in the world. It's very, I usually don't tell people about it so that the demand for it doesn't go up, and I am not deprived of Darjeeling tea. I love it so much. Now, I use the Lipton label Darjeeling tea because it's universally available in India, in US, everywhere, in the Indian stores, and also on Amazon. So I can continue using it wherever I want. So I love that consistency because I keep switching between countries, and so this really helps. Now I have already boiled 2 cups of water over here, and I've turned off the heat. Okay, I've turned off the heat, and it's only after you turn down the heat that you're gonna put, yeah, it's weird, you're gonna put the Darjeeling tea. You know, these are called teaspoons for a reason. This is how you measure tea, not just how you stir tea. So with a teaspoon, just 2, okay, 2 spoons of tea, and then you close the lid, and then you have to judiciously set a timer for 3 minutes, not more, not less. Alexa, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
See, if it's more than 3 minutes, it's gonna get bitter. If it's less than 3 minutes, it's gonna taste like water. So you have to hit the right spot. It can be 3.5 minutes at times, because when it's fresh leaves from the top of when there's less powdery stuff from bottom and it's all the fresh leaves at the top, then sometimes it can take 3.5 minutes. But you'll get there. You'll get there. Okay, so while this is happening, you know what happens? People just use up the tea and then just never fill it up. So my sugar is empty, and I'm gonna put it. I love pouring sugar like this. Look at this. I have not opened the full packet. I've only opened this half, and I'm gonna pour it. Ah, isn't that a beauty? So this I'm gonna set aside because I'm gonna need this for my sugar, and then I'm gonna empty the tea leaves, which is a little bit more trickier. Let me see if I can do this well. This is kind of tricky. I think I'm gonna take off this flap from over here. Okay, or should I go like this? Was it supposed to be like this? Oh, let me try this. Ooh, I've never tried this upside down method. I should have. This is best. Why didn't I think of this before? Isn't this the best? It's not spilling or anything. Awesome. Okay, I think I learned something today. Okay, so now next we're going to need this tea and this sugar to go in as soon as it's 3 minutes. And like I said, Alexa, how much time left?
You have 1 minute and 10 seconds left on your 3-minute timer.
Okay, 1 minute and 10 seconds left. What should we do in the 1 minute and 10 seconds time? There's nothing much to do except for take out the cups. Now, I get my cups from India. Once again, I am a little snoot. My entire snobbery in the kitchen is not about food. The food I cook every day is so simple, so everyday, so easy. But I'm very snobbish when it comes to my chai, not only with the quality of chai, the quality of serving chai, and the quality of teacups. And I have a very hard time finding good teacups in the US because the mugs you have, they're this big, they're very thick, fine Darjeeling tea needs to be served in really delicate cups, which are really thin porcelain cups, you know. They need to have that dainty thing about them, which I do not get. All the stuff in US is pretty robust. But I would like to introduce to you some of my teacups from my teacup collection. So these were gifted to me from my office with lots of stuff written on it. Alexa, stop. Okay. These I got just like that. I have a whole, you know, different colors so that, you know, people don't mix up when there are a lot of people and I have to start. Okay, let me just finish first things first. Okay, this is done. I need to pour it. So let me get the cups. So, okay, I am going to do this cup and I'm going to do one more cup. Wait. This is a floral cup of mine, which is really one of my favorites too. But this is my absolute favorite. CEO of the sofa. This is my absolute favorite teacup. So I'm going to do, I think I poured 2 cups of water, but I'm going to distribute it and let's see how much it's come down to. Okay, so let's pour this thing. I know I overshot 3 minutes, but I know because I just poured. It's all the fresh tea leaves. And now I don't know if you can see, I showed you the tea leaves before. Now they've become all flat. Like you can see they're actual leaves. They've undried the tea leaves as we soak them. So here goes. Okay, I'll put it here. I have some extra, so I'll put it here. I don't know what it is with me. I can never make 1 cup of tea. It's just impossible. It's always 2 cups. Even when I'm alone, I'm doing 2 cups of tea. Okay, so yeah, I introduced my tea to you. Now you will see, once you pour this tea, you'll see there's a little bit of a frothing going on. Okay, I don't know if you can see. There's not much frothing right now because there was less dust. It's top of the, you know, what do you call that? It's the tea. I'm getting the tea from the top of the container, so it's still less dust, tea dust on top. So there's not much frothing. But as you keep using the tea and as you go towards the bottom, you'll see the frothing happening when you pour it. It's going to be like white bubbles all over. You're supposed to take them out like this and throw it out. One time a friend from New York visited me and saw me scooping out those frothing and asked me, why are you doing that? And I had to give a whole snobbish, answer to that. Like, I don't want my tea to have any kind of bubbles and froth. It needs to look like absolutely freshly infused, pure tea. And so now this is ready. Now I'm going to put the sugar. Sugar is like 1 flat teaspoon, not, you see, flat teaspoon, like this. So now the last job is the milk. Now about the milk, a lot of people ask, why do I put the milk at last and not in the beginning? It's because sometimes when you brew the tea, some days you will see you've infused it too much, it's become darker. Some days it's become lighter. So you don't put it at, before you pour it. You pour it and you see what the color is actually like, and accordingly you adjust your milk. And I also like putting milk separately because different people like different concentration of tea. And also if you put too much milk by accident, then you only spoil 1 cup and not all the cups of tea. Somebody's doing the lawnmower right now. Just my luck. See, I was about to spill. All right, I think I'm done. I'm going to show you what the color is like. Now the color I'm trying to achieve is the color of the cupboards right behind me. Did I do a good match? Is this a good match? It is, right? Right? Like that? So, cheers.